Now let's move on now. And U.S. President's deportation plan is facing strong pushback from the judiciary. Several cases have been filed against President Trump's deportation orders. The president has now urged the judiciary for cooperation.
We're getting them out, and I hope we get cooperation from the courts because, you know, we have thousands of people that are ready to go out, and you can't have a trial for all of these people. It wasn't meant, the system wasn't meant, and we don't think there's anything that says that, look, we are getting some very bad people, killers, murderers, drug dealers, really bad people.
This comes after the U.S. Supreme Court issued an emergency order blocking the Trump administration from deporting Venezuelan gang members. The court also ruled that every individual facing deportation must undergo due process before any final removal. The Trump administration has invoked a wartime law to carry out deportations. The law is known as the Alien Enemies Act of 1798. It grants the U.S. president the powers to deport foreign nationals without a trial. But there is a caveat. This act only applies to foreign nationals from countries with which the United States is at war with. This has landed Trump's deportation orders in legal trouble across the country. Cases have been filed in Washington, D.C., Texas, New York, Colorado, and Maryland. In multiple cases, courts have blocked deportations under the Alien Enemies Act. In one particular case, the deportation of a man named Kilmar Abrego Garcia to El Salvador was ruled illegal, and a Maryland court ordered the U.S. government to facilitate his return. Trump's clash with the judiciary is not sitting well with the public either. In a recent Reuters Ipsos poll, 83% of over 4,000 respondents say the U.S. president must obey federal court rulings, even if he disagrees with them. Susan Teherani is still with us from New York. Susan, this battle seems not to be ending because now Donald Trump is saying that he wants some sort of cooperation from the judiciary. Will he get that?
It depends on the judges. You know, a lot of these judges are appointed by former President Barack Obama, former President Joe Biden. To be fair, Donald Trump appointed many judges during his first term across the board. So it depends on, you know, what court these cases go to. The judiciary is supposed to be non-partisan. We're seeing that, you know, that may not be the case right now at this point when it comes to these deportation issues. And then, unfortunately, despite the fact that the majority of Americans really don't support illegal immigration, the issue of deportations and immigration has become so political. You know, you saw that sort of Maryland lawmaker go all the way to El Salvador to meet with Abrego Garcia. You saw the backlash regarding that. And then you have, you know, Democrats, you know, traveling to these ICE facilities and whatnot. So it's familiar ground, but it doesn't seem to end soon, nor should it. You know, you have the judiciary branch, you have the executive branch. Everyone's doing their own job. To what extent they're going to continue clashing, that's what we're going to be watching.
Susan Teherani, good to see you. We'll have to leave it there. Thank you for talking to us today.